Radical.
So Jenovi talked about the deceptive and scummy marketing tactics of the Amico. And the thing I want to focus on for a couple minutes is that video, the damning video of Tommy Tellerico at the Portland Retro Game Expo, or whatever they call it. Now he's there, and he's talking about how he doesn't want ports. Other people do them, he doesn't want them, you know, and how he's going to just focus on exclusive titles. And we fast forward to today, and one thing about Tommy Tellerico, and I don't care if you like or dislike Tommy Tellerico, one fact about Tommy Tellerico when it comes to the Amico is a lot of lies. And I've talked about the lies of Tommy Tellerico concerning the Amico before, but seeing that video really highlights it. Because, think about it, he's in front of an audience, mostly of people. It's the Portland Retro Game Expo. So it's people that are really interested in retro games. Now, I'm admittedly not one of those people. I'm not part of the, retro game community that has about 1,000 old consoles. So feel free to call me out in the comment section down below if not one of those people. But I do have opinions on things. And one thing I do highlight from time to time is when I see a scummy individual lying. There's a lot of lies there. So one thing I noticed is he's talking to these people and he seems to be, hyping them up. And he says something along the lines of, what, for those of you that like physical media, we will not forget you. We will not forget you at Intellivision Amico. He talked about, having and feeling like the old Intellivision boxes and everything, and how he was going to combine the best of digital and the best of physical. Now, I'm thinking, like Jenovi said, it would be a physical game copy that you could put in the Amico and actually download to the system, and not have to maybe worry about the physical. Because the only thing I can think of as being the best of physical and the best of digital, but it's actually, and Jenovi later shows that he got all the games, it's actually the worst. He shows the flimsy boxes, the card stock, and it seems to be very fragile. He says it doesn't look like it's built to be handled like more than once or twice. That's how flimsy it is. But think about this. He made a promise also that all the games would be $7.99 or less digitally. Well, we know that's a lie. But there would be special editions, $20 or $30. And he talked about Undertale as if anything on that system. That's a lie too. I mean, name dropping Undertale, one of the best PC games, released in the last couple of years, bringing up Undertale and somehow thinking that there's anything on the Intellivision Amico that's going to be anywhere close to as good as Undertale, or is just, Undertale was a big hit, is what I'm saying. So he equated that, name dropped Undertale, as if, Cornholio is gonna, get the physical release and have like gold foil and everything. I mean, what really is the best Amico game? Is it going to be Finnegan Fox? Is that going to be the best one? So what I just gathered from that, and I'm sorry I don't, talk about Jenovi and what he said in this a whole lot. That'll come in part two. Is just ultimately that the marketing tactics were very scummy, like Jenovi says. I 100% agree. And I don't know if you are the biggest fan of Tommy Tellerico, if you are the biggest fanboy of the Intellivision Amico. I think everybody, even people that intend to get the Intellivision Amico, should definitely 100% check out this upload. One final thing, just watching Tommy at that Portland Retro Game Expo just kind of shows me that the Amico was specifically targeted, really not for families. It was targeted to retro gamers. That's why the reveal was there. From the very beginning, they knew that the potential audience for this, the potential audience would be retro gamers. People that maybe grew up with the Intellivision Amico. That was the core target. He talked about how, we love our physical media, don't we? Yeah, kind of condescending in a way. We love our physical media. Don't worry. Amico's not going to abandon all of you.
Well, I don't know what you call this version of physical media as anything but abandoning people that, love retro and they love physical hardware. It's just a slap in the face. I don't have a good sound effect. Do I have anything that I could, you know? I actually just hit myself for the quality of the upload. I hope that came through. I'll do it again, other side. A slap in the face to true retro gamers, which was the marketing, for this. Also, of course, the pricing lie that I went into, the big screen in the background, $2.99 to $7.99. Wow, that sounds pretty amazing, right? And then the final lie, which was, of course, you're going to get, $2.99 to $7.99 digital games, and then, physical games, right? With true physical media. I don't know how many lies there is. I'm losing count. But there's not going to be any, there's another lie. There's not going to be any ports for the system. We don't want them. Well, what do you call Evel Knievel? Like, what do you call that? I would call that a freaking port. Looks a lot like a port to me, So there is ports on the system with really very little changes, not the Amico custom versions. No. And then the final lie would be quality curation of quality. There's not going to be anything on the system that would not score a 7 out of 10. I mean, there's a lot of games on there that don't really look like a 7 out of 10. They don't look like a 3 or 4 out of 10, to be quite honest. There's going to be a lot of shovelware on the system. It's not going to be a quality lineup. There's going to be a lot of crap that comes out on the Amico, right? There might be a couple good games. I'm not saying all the games that's going to release on it are just terrible. There might be some good games. But there's nothing that I see from the lineup that makes me go, whoa, I got to get an Amico.